In today's video, we're going to be testing this $24 cheap paintless dent repair tool that I got off of eBay. Let's see if we can pull some dents.
I'ma do this thing my way. Let's go. Been grinding hard on it all day. Okay. We work hard, then we all play.
What's going on, everyone? So I'm going to be testing this PDR kit I got from eBay. It was pretty cheap. I'll put a link in the description so you can check it out. We're going to test and see how good it works. It came with the hot glue gun and two bundles of these sticks. I'm just going to use the black ones for right now. It has these little pieces right here. Now we're going to try to pull some of these tinier hell dents and dings out of the car. I'm only going to do a couple of them just to see if it works. I think we'll start with this one right here. I'll set the tripod up and all that, and then we'll try to pull it out. So basically it says on the instructions you have to heat the hot glue gun up for about 5 minutes, cycle this hot glue stick through it. Now this isn't normal hot glue, this is a really strong hot glue. And then you'll find whichever one of these is the appropriate size for the dent. It has to be roughly the same size. We'll stick it on there, and then we let the glue stick dry for 8 to 10 minutes, and then we'll stick this thing on there and try to pop the dent out. We'll adjust it with this knob up here. So I'm going to go ahead and heat the hot glue up, and we'll get started right after that's warmed up. Alright, now it says to prep the surface, so we're going to wipe this down with some isopropyl alcohol and a microfiber, just so that we can remove any contaminants. Now the hot glue gun is nice and hot. I found one that is about the same diameter, so I'm basically just going to glue onto this piece right here. Then we'll stick it on that spot. And now we let it dry for about 8 to 10 minutes. It says it takes no longer than 10 minutes. It's pretty cool out today. It's about 48 degrees, so it shouldn't take very long. I'm going to give it the 8 minutes that it recommends. We'll come back, then we'll put this piece on there, and we'll start pulling it out. While I'm waiting for this one to dry, there's another spot up here. You probably can't see it from this angle. There's a pretty decent dent here, so I'm going to go ahead and do another one there while we let this dry. Alright, so I waited about 10 minutes. There's other people who say to only do it 30-45 seconds, but I just figured I'd be safe on this. We'll basically just put this piece on there. We'll hook it around like that, tighten it up some, and then just pull it out like that. And then we got to scrape this off with the scraper tool. I don't know where the scraper went for this. One of my kids probably ran off with it. So I have just a normal scraper. Now I don't recommend using one of these on these paint jobs. Maybe use a Bondo scraper or something similar, or just don't lose your scraper and that might work too. So I'm basically just gonna get this off there carefully. It does say if it won't come right off, put some rubbing alcohol on it and it should loosen it up some. Okay, well, it came out just a little bit, not a lot. This time around, I think we'll go and do what everyone else says, do it 30-45 seconds. It is cooler outside, so it might help. And then we'll try it again and try to get it out more and more each time. Alright, we'll let that dry for about 45 seconds, see if that helps. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one up here. I might go a little longer than 45 seconds while I'm pulling this one out. Let's see what happens. Nice, that one did a pretty clean pull. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. I tighten it up a little bit. Let's see. Keep going on this for a while. I'm sure we could get that nice. There's actually 2 little dents there. Now, in proper PDR, they have rods that they use to do this. but this kit does work pretty good from what I'm already seeing. Now they like to tap on these higher spots right here, like in between these two little dents. There's a little high spot. They'll tap on that a little bit, and then they'll pull it the rest of the way out. I'm just gonna keep doing this a couple more times, see if we can't get it to come out a little bit more. All right, we're gonna try it now. Put some rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. We're just gonna spray it on like that. Let it peel it off. Comes off much cleaner that way. But I'm gonna go ahead and go down to the smallest one again and try to get it out even more. Let it dry for a couple minutes and pull this one off too. All right, we're gonna take this one off. I'm only lightly applying pressure, try to pull it out that way. If I squeeze real hard, it's just gonna pop right off. And I kinda wanna work it a little. I guess I'll squeeze hard now. All right, spray some isopropyl on there. Wow, it's really impressive. There's just a tiny little spot right here, and then a tiny little spot right here. I'll get closer so you can see. It's definitely harder to see them. They're in, you can kind of see it when I run my finger over it. But we got that little spot there, and then the little spot right up there. I would definitely say this kit works pretty well. I'm really impressed with it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull that one off right here. See if we can get that dent out a little bit more. Spray some alcohol on there. Oh yeah, that dent's almost all the way out. I didn't really get much of a before of this dent, but that's definitely pulled out. I think one more treatment and it'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it one more time right there and get it all the way out. This kit definitely works. I highly recommend it. Link will be in the description, like I said. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try to get one of these bigger ones here out. So we're gonna see how it does on one of these bigger spots, so you can definitely see how much it gets it out.
ended up finding my piece, by the way. Well, as you can see, it definitely pulled it out. You don't want to get too big of a piece because then you have too much surface area and it could pull a high spot. So you want to find about the right size for your dent, maybe just a tad bit bigger, not a whole lot bigger though, and it'll work pretty well. So really impressed with this. Well, that basically sums this video up. Got a few of the dents out. Now I'm going to work on the other ones later on. But I definitely recommend this kit. Coming up in a video that I'm doing next, I'm going to be showing you how to polish the lip of the wheels if you have wheels like mine. This method is really easy to make these wheels have a nice polished lip, and I'll put a protective coating on it, and all that will be explained in the next video. So definitely stay tuned. If you're new here, definitely consider subscribing. And if you guys didn't notice, I got my windows tinted finally. The fronts are 35 and the rears are 5%, which is totally legal for Texas, and it looks a lot better than it did. So that basically sums it up for this video. So I will see you guys in the next one. Definitely browse my videos if you haven't already, and stay tuned for more content. God bless.